Here's a list of top family games as voted on Board Game Geek.
It disgusts me.
So in this video, we're gonna take a look at this list that, well, doesn't work.
No, we're gonna make it better. We're gonna make it the way it should be.
And we're gonna rearrange these games and create the top 10 family games that you should check out, and then tell you why you should check out these games.
But what is a family game, Giannis?
First of all, family game is something that you could play at all ages almost. Right?
Yeah, all generations.
It doesn't take too much time. It's not 2-hour game.
And the third thing
is complexity. The game should be max 2 out of 5.
on the BGG complexity rating. Right after this definition, there's one game that needs to go.
These are from 1 to 10, and then from 11 to 20, ordered in the correct order. And the game we have to throw out at the beginning is number 1.
Bye-bye!
It's quite heavy, it's not easy to get to the table, and it takes 2 hours to play.
How is it number 1 family game?
Yeah, it
Sorry,
doesn't make
was.
sense.
I meant was.
Yeah.
So this absolutely inspired the list. It doesn't make sense, it's number 1 for us. So let's make the list how it should be. We're gonna just rank 1 copy of each game series. For example, there's 2 crews, let's just leave the highest rated one, right? So throw that one out. So we made our task a little bit easier, but now let's go on to the games and the actual ranking. Elderly, go first.
Thanks, boy. Cascadia. Cascadia is a game that is super simple, quick, with simple rules, and yet fun.
Absolutely it is. In this game, you're building your terrain of different...
Mountains, plains, lakes, forests.
And on your turn, you just pick that 1 tile and 1 animal that comes with the tile.
And then you add those to your land and then refill, and the next player goes 1 by 1. And you're trying to score the points for terrains and for animals. Quick game, really nice, deserves to be in top 10.
For me, it goes El Dorado. The quest for El Dorado is a race game, which means the winner of this game will be whoever moves his meeple to the end of the track.
And it's a deck building game, which means we all have a small deck of cards that we will play and get new cards as the game goes by. All you do in a turn is play cards to move or to buy new cards.
Definitely great if you want to try deck building, which is one of the, if not the best board gaming mechanism out there.
It's the best. I've played with my kids, I've played with just grown-ups. It's a fantastic game. Also, I like a deck building, in this case, back building game. We are creating different potions. And we're hoping that our cauldron's not gonna explode because it's a push your luck game. You're drawing little ingredients out of the bag, but if you pull out too many of the white ones, it's gonna but you can stop anytime you want.
One part of the game is pulling out tokens, the other part is buying and placing new tokens into the bag. So you're in charge of your own destiny. It's really, really fun, it's intriguing, it's definitely
the best family game there is, so I'm glad we're doing this.
Sure. So you're placing it up there?
I want to place it up there.
Sure, I'm fine with it.
You are fine with that? Thank you for watching, that's all I wanted out of this video. See you next time when we're ranking your favorite chess pieces.
What I didn't say is I'm fine with that for now.
Good family
You know what?
game.
Why not? Crokinole.
Why not? I'll tell you why not. It's expensive. It is expensive, but it's very accessible. It's very fun.
That's why I'll place it at the bottom, because it is expensive, because it's a wooden board, handcrafted usually, or laser crafted. But if you can get your hands on it, it's a lovely family game that everybody can play. Do you flick discs and you want to try to hit the center?
You try to flick out discs of others away. It's just silly fun. Once I finish game of this, I want to go one other game. Just one more game. Okay, this is the last one. Unless I lose, then I have to play one more. Ticket to Ride Legacy. Ticket to Ride generally is a great family game. Legacy takes it to the next level. If you ever wanted to play a legacy game in your family, that's the one to go for. What is a legacy game? It's something that changes from game to game. You're gonna play stickers, you're gonna rip cards apart, you're gonna do all kinds of interesting things that you've never thought are possible in a board game.
At the end of the day, your copy of Ticket to Ride will be absolutely unique from everybody else's.
And the base of the Ticket Ride is that you're collecting cards to play them, to place your trains on the board and score points for those. It's great, it's fun, it's very accessible, I loved it.
This is, I think, the most difficult game we're gonna pick. So I'm gonna place it here because it's a bit more difficult than these ones, but I love it. Heat is a racing game, and you try to not heat up too much, but you have to heat up to be fast.
Push your card to the limit at the right moment.
So it's also a card game where you secretly play out cards that will be your movement points and you try to move as fast as possible. But there are corners, so you have to slow down at the right time. So you have to gear down at the right time, and if you don't, then you have to pay with heat. And if you overheat, then you don't take the corner and you spin out. It's a great way how to show off racing in a board game form. Be warned, this one goes for the people who can handle a bit more rules on the difficult side, yet great game.
Add Sky Team. Here. Okay. I think I overdid it with the height of the Quacks. Hey, up there! Sky Team is a 2-player family game. In this game, you work together, trying to fly and then land the plane. First thing is, we each roll our dice and place them one by one on the board without speaking. Because turns out, I guess that's what pilots do. They just don't speak to each other.
I always imagine it's like you have to make decisions instinctively, so you don't have time to talk. You just have to push the right buttons because, you know, you're both pilots. You know what you're doing.
Ton of levels and rules added as you play, so there's a lot of replayability for this little 2-player game. If you're looking for a co-op game for 2 players with quite simple rules actually at first, that's a great game.
I can easily rank them which is a better game.
Yeah.
It's more difficult to which is a better family game because the definition is really important. So I'll take 7 Wonders, yeah. And I'll place them here.
Well, here, a spot for 7 Wonders.
7 Wonders is a drafting game, one of the first ones that ever did it. And drafting means that you have choice of cards at the beginning of round. You take one card and add it to your tableau, to your property.
Tableau. Is it a French word? I'm assuming.
I don't know, it is now. And these cards that you draft and take into your property gives you resources and money to buy other more powerful cards. And you just check who at the end of the game will have built the best civilization by drafting these cards. All you do is take a card.
Yeah, simple. And 3 to 7 players can play, so a big family can join in, and everyone plays at the same time, so no need to wait for anybody. Unless,
Clank, huh?
Yeah, unless you oppose to that. Clank is a deck building game where we each have a character that is going deep underground to steal an artifact from a dragon and get out before the dragon eats you. A lot of cards you play will make noise, and that noise might hurt you at some point in the game. If you hurt enough, you lose. 0 points, nothing. So you have to get in and get out before you die.
And again, the previously mentioned deck builder. Deck builder is such an just satisfying mechanism that families will really enjoy.
I can feel a lashback coming out, like, oh, these guys only rank deck builders. Yes, we do. We threw Arnak out, that's a deck builder.
So it doesn't count.
Last one. That will finish this defining list.
So number 1 that we're gonna eliminate for the last spot is Harmonies. Harmonies is a game where you collect terrains and animals.
And all the animals like specific places to live. For example, 2 plains next to a mountain.
Really good game. I'm not as excited as I think I am about other games.
Okay, how about Scout then?
Scout is a wonderful game. Trick-taking game?
Trick-taking game, yeah.
If players around you are capable of it, definitely try this one. I think it's a bit too complicated, over our threshold of complexity.
Exactly, but I think it's a bit too fiddly rules-wise. But like you said, fantastic game.
With similar arguments, I'll place this one out.
Thank you.
I love this game. It's one of my favorites of all time because you all play in a single team and you have tasks that, for example, we have to play out cards, so you would pick up the pile. If I play a green card, then everybody needs to play green card and the one with the highest number will pick it up. And everybody has to be like on the same wavelength, have to figure out how we can make sure you pick up that exact card. And if somebody messes up, everybody messes up. There's a lot of pressure. It's a great game. Just not a family game. I'll take this one out. Everdale is a tableau building game. Take a meeple, place it on the board, get resources for that, and then use these resources to play out cards. And these cards will generate resources, give you special powers and actions to make your civilization tableau cooler and cooler. A really neat little game. Just really complex, especially if you're not a native speaker, then it's kind of out.
But it is a gorgeous game. I'd say it's the most beautiful game on this list.
Well, Azul is a simple game and it definitely could go as the 11th game, I guess. Azul is a game where you have tiles in the middle of the board and you can just draft them, take them. Unfortunately, other people probably will want the same tiles. And then you use these tiles to place them on your board and score points for that. It's fun, it's really good. Just, we'll eliminate it because of the theme. There's none. So these are the 2 finalists for the top, well, theme-wise. Wingspan for sure.
Wingspan, yeah, birds.
We have games already similar to Splendor Duel here, and Wingspan I think is an original, even though it's quite complex. Spender Duel, the game we're throwing out, yet considering for the top, is a gem collecting game.
Essentially collect gems that you exchange for cards that help you win the game.
They will have either powers or victory points, right? It's a really cool 2-player game. Yeah, I love what's here. So in this game, you just pick an action that you want to do. You pick this one, which is play birds. You take birds and place them if you can. Or you take this action and you get food for these birds. So the action selection is quite easy. But then all these birds have powers, where to place them, how they score points. There's lots into it, but it's a great family game, especially if you can get it in your native language. So this is how we feel like Board Game Geek's family list should look like, at least from the 20 games that they provide. And I hope you know which games you should try. So make sure to comment down below how you think the top 10 family games list should look like.
Also, maybe you should consider supporting our channel so we can do more videos that you disagree with. See you next time. Bye.